Hey, so this is just a quickie. So yeah, I had a really long shift a couple days ago, and I don't know. I was feeling under the weather from it. Standard. Oh, it's really late, and my body is going, huh? You shouldn't have done that. Anyways, I figure I lost my headphones when I did that, and now I've been looking for them now for like a day and a half, 2 days, frantically searching for them. And then I realized, wow, I can't live without my headphones. Now, you gotta think too, the world is pretty absurd, and it's kind of hard to take without a soundtrack sometimes, but, and here's the but, we have to be able to deal with the world as it is. If we can't deal with the world, well, you have issues. Maybe not issues, but you need to really work on things. I don't know. So yeah, it got me thinking. There's a lot of things that we do to not deal with the world. A lot of people will immerse themselves in, either hokey religions, or they'll immerse themselves in hokey TV shows. Oh my god. Or in video games, or in books, or in all sorts of different things, just to keep them from actually seeing the world the way it is. I will admit, I am guilty of this. I love my books, I love my games. But I still try to actually see the world. Eyes wide open and all that, right? But I fail. As do most people. Too many hidden things. Oh well. What can you do? I don't know. So, I was thinking it would be wonderful if we could all just stop trying so hard to ignore the world around us and pay a little bit more attention to what's happening and what's going on in our immediate vicinity. A little bit of attention goes a long way. But I've been saying that a lot. I don't know. I've been saying that a lot too. It would be wonderful if we could just all get along. But, again, there are too many differences that people are unwilling to get over. People look at each other and go, "Oh, you're different from me. You can't be the same. So I'm not going to try and find any common ground." Some people try to find common ground. I know it happens. And there's a lot of really good stuff that's happened because of it. But there's a lot of other people who simply walk on by and don't bother trying to figure out what's going on with the other folks. Why are they acting the way they are? What kind of problems are they experiencing in their life that forces them to be the dickwads that they appear to be? Maybe there's something going on. Maybe there is, I don't know, some kind of something that happened in their life that just kind of pushed them over the edge into dickwaddacy. Dickwaddacy. I like that word. Anyways, I don't know. There is this lack of understanding that it seems to be endemic to the Western world. At the same time, don't get me wrong, the third world countries, they're just as bad for it, because they're all fighting themselves. They're also being fueled by the Western world and the first world countries, but that's besides the point. If they can't figure that out, well, it's not going to happen until somebody else points it out to them, rather forcefully, in my opinion. Keep in mind, all of these are just my opinion. I could be wrong. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to take my word for truth. I could be lying to you right now. You would never know. See, that's one of those things also that I've been thinking about. So many people don't bother actually digging for the truth anymore. They look at the news, go, oh my god, that's so sad. Take it at face value and expect what they are being told to be true, unbiased news. Unfortunately, that is not the case. If anything, it's very nearly impossible to get true, unbiased news anymore. If it's not biased towards the big companies or biased towards the big governments, it's biased towards the conspiracy theorists, or it's biased towards the activists. Who knows what they may be biased towards? There's all sorts of bias. There's a cognitive bias that is, unfortunately, a simple part of being human. There's no way to get around it. There is an emotional bias, also a simple part of being human, and almost impossible to get around. You just have to learn how to deal with it and filter it. But even then, your own bias then comes into play. There's all sorts of interesting studies about this, but you really have to look into it yourself. You find out. You do your research. I'll pass you on a entertaining little tidbit, though. Check out the trolley experiment. It is apparently kind of, well, when it came out in 2001, I believe it was, it kind of revolutionized human emotional bias experiments. And it kind of changed the way that scientists look at the human mind. Psychologists have been following this now for a while, trying to figure out exactly what it means. They've come to some interesting conclusions. But yeah, do some research, look at things, don't ignore the world, don't get lost in your own imagination. However tempting it may be. Good luck. It's a wide world and there's lots of information. You may get lost. Or you may not, who knows. That was a lovely little ramble. And I will go now. Goodbye. See you later. Adios. Hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.